It's the final week of the regular season in high school girls basketball. Tonight, a Northwest Suburban Conference matchup between District 279 rivals Maple Grove and Park Center. From Park Center High School in Brooklyn Park, John Jacobson, Ryan Iverson, and Allie Mosley with you. And Ryan's second meeting of the season between these two teams. Right now, they're looking to get sharpened up for next week's section playoffs.
Yeah, both teams playing very well. We've got a lot of talent on the floor here tonight. And 14-2 Maple Grove. They've had a heck of a season. And Park Center at 9-6. But the thing is we'll talk about further in depth, when you have arguably the best player in the state, you can win any single game on any single night. So I'm expecting a great matchup here tonight.
Maple Grove with just 2 losses on the season, Centennial and Elk River. They'll play Elk River for a second time to close out the regular season at home on Thursday. Park Center 9-6, a younger team than what we've seen in the past. As Ryan mentioned, got a great player in Adalia Mckenzie that we'll talk about, but a lot of unproven players around her who have grown this season, and they are definitely a better team.
Yeah, and if they can get production and consistency from those role players, they like we just talked about, you can pencil in Mckenzie for 30 points a night. If you can get 25 to 30 points from the rest of the team, you can win every single game. So they're just still figuring out their identities, but they're playing really good basketball. Their losses are to good teams, and they've been right there with them too.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Crimson. Kylie Veronica, senior guard, and really a great leader for this team.
Well, she really is. You see her numbers there, over 11 points, almost 5 assists a game. Going to Gustavus, she's just their calming influence, John, and she just does a little of everything. She kind of gives them whatever they need on any given night. Some nights she's had some big scoring nights. Some nights it's just controlling the pace. She plays great defense. She can shoot. She handles pressure. Great defender. So she kind of gives them everything that they need, and they're going to need her tonight as well.
And for Park Center, their all-time leading scorer, Adalia Mckenzie, broke Kayla McMorris's school record, now over 2,600 career points as her career winds down here.
Do you know how many baskets that is? 2,600 career points. She can score the basketball. And I'll tell you, we did one of their games earlier this year, and what I loved is she's a playmaker too. They're putting the ball in her hands more as a decision maker. Yes, to score, but she knows defenses are so focused on stopping her. She draws that attention. She's making the right basketball play. And even if there's 3 or 4 people on her, sometimes that's not even enough because she's that talented of a scorer.
Should be a good one. We're looking forward to this one. Maple Grove Park Center, high school girls basketball live on CCX right after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
I don't think we're free in this country. For 100 years, you saw tarnished and beaten and brutalized. I think we're burdened by this history. More people have to be willing to do that uncomfortable, inconvenient thing that justice requires for things to get better.
Truth can inspire change. Learn more at EJI.org.
COVID-19 has hit our community real hard.
We're dying from coronavirus at almost double the national rate.
If we come together, we have the power to save what matters to us, our Black lives.
There's power in protecting your loved ones.
There's power in wearing a mask and social distancing.
There's power in knowing the facts and using your voice.
Let's fight COVID-19. Visit bethepowerofus.org.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Today, I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
About to set the tip off here, Maple Grove and Park Center. Let's go down to the third member of our crew tonight, Allie Mosley.
Hey guys, it's been 6 weeks since these two teams last played each other, with Maple Grove winning by 12 points. But since that fourth game of the season, these two teams couldn't be any more different. For the Crimson, it starts with losing their star player, Jordan Lampker, in the 7th game of the season to a knee injury. Since then, Coach Cook says that they are just a completely different team. They've had to really change, evolve, and adjust into new roles. There were a lot of times where they really leaned on Jordan in moments of struggle, but now they really are forced to play more complete team basketball. And for Park Center, Coach Metcalf said they played horribly in that first matchup. She said they did the one thing that she hates in a game. They lived and died by the three. She said it's so important for tonight for them to work their inside-out game. She believes that they have two of the top post players in the conference, so they're really looking to tap into those two tonight and really stay away from that arc. Guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And yeah, she said they're right now her team's playing without fear, and that's how she wants to see them play tonight.
Well, you got to be fearless. You can't be scared to do the things that you're practicing, to try new moves, to be aggressive, right? And welcome to the new wave of basketball. If you watch the NBA All-Star game, a lot of people are living and dying by the three-point line. And there's still a case to be made that good basketball can be played in the paint, right? And Adalia Mckenzie is proof. She doesn't live and die by that three-point line.
As you look at Jordan Lampker there, out with a knee injury and expected to be a 6 to 9 month recovery. She'll play at St. Thomas next year, and now just has to watch, which is tough. But they've adjusted. They're a little bit different team, the way they play, and. Not necessarily a better team, but a different team.
Well, can't she be out there with a crutch and block shots and something? But yeah, no, sometimes when you lose your best player, especially your best scorer, it forces other people to step up. And Maple Grove has certainly answered that question this year. They've had a number of girls step up, play really good basketball.
Opening tip won by Park Center in the green, Maple Grove in the white. Mckenzie and losing the ball. And shot underneath, fouled up and in by Corman.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a shot or if it was a pass. Yeah, but we'll give her the assist. That was either way. Good defense leads to good offense.
Mckenzie with a long two, not good, and rebounded by Baranek. Back out high goes to Izzy Brandt into the hands of Corman. Baranek. Pops free, back out. Brandt for three, off the back iron, not good. Follow up underneath, and Gordon couldn't get it to go. Good look at it, but could not make the shot. Lenzel shot too strong, rebounded by Corman.
Yeah, both shots, both possessions for the Pirates, John, have resulted in long jump shots. And I think if you're Maple Grove, you want to keep Park Center as far away from that rim as possible.
Gordon against Sadu. Nice little up and under move. Under the 6'2 sophomore. A good play by Gordon. Is giving away a couple inches, but it was a great move.
Great footwork, great head fake, and Sadu is such a good shot blocker. Got her off of her feet, and then that great step through, almost like a Euro step through, able to finish.
Mckenzie will take it to the basket and gets fouled. And she'll go to the line for two.
Well, if you want to know what a Division I first step looks like. It was on that play. Look at me. She's 4 feet behind the three-point line, 2 dribbles. She is at the rim. She's got explosive quickness.
Averaging, as you saw in her pregame, nearly 28 points per game. She's a 70% free throw shooter. Misses on the first one here.
Yeah, and she can score in such a wide variety of ways. She can hit jump shots. She can hit threes. She can get all the way to the basket. She's got that mid-range. She's a good foul shooter. She's a good offensive rebounder. So she kind of can do it all on the offensive end.
So the Pirates get their first point. Nice release by Click going to the basket, and she gets fouled.
I like the motion there by the Crimson, just kind of coming off of a high screen there at the free throw line. And Seydoux trying to block that shot, but nice job of using the body by Click. Watch her shield the defender with her body, and what happens is even Seydoux, as long as she is, you got to go across that body, and that picks up a foul. And if I'm Maple Grove, I attack Seydoux and try to get her in that early foul trouble because they're a different defensive team when she's not in the game.
Click at 64% free throw shooter. Makes both foul shots here, averages 11 points per game, and it's 6-1. Pass missing. Baranek gets it, and it gets blocked. Follow up. That won't go. Third try. Gordon had it blocked by Mckenzie. And finally, we get a jump ball between Gordon and Sink there. Maple Grove's probably feeling unlucky, like, man, we had 3 shots at it there.
So look at Coach Mark Cook in his 16th season. He was only 5 years old when he took over. I can't believe he's been there for 16 years, done such a great job with this program.
Early timeout. Possession actually should be, what Coach Cook is saying, is they should have the possession because Park Center won the opening tap.
Well, in that last play, that fast break, that's a great reason why, if we have young players watching, you don't give up on fast breaks. Number one, offensively, you never, you count on your teammate to make that layup. And you saw Maple Grove got a second and a third chance. And defensively, too, you saw Mckenzie hustling back, able to get the block, able to get the tie up, too. So never quit on a fast break.
Timeout was taken here by Park Center. They've got 2 games left remaining, both at home this week. Champlin Park on Wednesday and Armstrong on Friday. And they will honor Adalia Mckenzie before that game and all she has done and meant to this program over the last 4 years.
Yeah, pretty neat, pretty storied career. And not only that, I've gotten the chance to interview a lot of these athletes, after games over the years. She's got a great personality. She's very talkative, very engaged, and outgoing and humble and kind, too. And she's the kind of athlete you cheer for. How many times do you see great athletes and they kind of have a icky attitude? She is not one of them. She's a treat to cover.
So out of the timeout, it is Maple Grove's ball after all. Baranek with a 3. Rims out and rebounded by Seydoux. She leads the team in rebounding at 10 per game. Mckenzie is second at just over 7. She'll go into the lane. Not good. Gets her own rebound. That won't go. And Gordon gets the board for the Crimson.
Oh, nice throw ahead.
Look ahead to Brandt. Stops on the baseline. Back out. Click for 3 and hits.
She's averaging, just under 12 points a game, so very capable scorer. Both teams struggling at the rim. Click says, let's take this back out here, and I'll nail a 3.
A good start for Maple Grove. Sink throwing to the side of the lane. Chapman out of Seydoux. Had a Click right in her face and came up short, and Click rebounds. Bounce pass ahead. Gordon will take it hard, trying to get it to the rim. Second try up and in.
I actually thought Gordon was lucky that it didn't get called traveling. It looked like her feet shuffled there, but she stayed with it. Maple Grove pushing the ball in transition.
Loose ball. Baranek can't get to it. Still Park Center basketball.
Yeah, right now Maple Grove just playing with great effort, great intensity to start this game.
There's Barb Metcalf, 4th year as head coach. 9-6 this season, 8-6 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Mckenzie step back 2 and is good.
I just love how she probes the defense. Is there anything there? There's not. She backs it out. She plays at her own pace, feet squared, and she's a very capable jump shooter.
Great drive to the basket, and Brandt scores.
Well, that was just too easy. Beat your initial defender. There's got to be some type of rotation and help. Easy layup.
Crimson again by 10. Driving and pulling up with the shot and hitting it is Adalia Wenzel.
Nice high ball screen there. And again, just turned the corner and instead of trying to force a layup, took what the defense gave her. A nice little 10-foot pull-up, knocks it down. And I like what Park Center's doing here. They're going to a zone defense, maybe just to try to slow the rhythm down of Crimson, who've been pretty good here offensively to start the game.
Gordon baseline left and back out. Click looking into Corman. And they'll go back to Gordon. Baseline on Seydoux. Kicks to the corner. Brandt for three is good. Brandt's a player that's struggled at times this year with her three-point shot, but man, when she gets it going, she is a very good three-point shooter.
Well, and I love that they didn't just move the ball on the perimeter. They moved it. Great penetration there. Draw the defense, you get a wide open shot.
Three-point try up and in. Sink hitting for three. Her first basket tonight.
Both offenses starting to click here a little bit. Good rhythm.
Corman to Beranek. Gordon drives, got double teamed, and going to call for traveling. So the Pirates collapse on defense, force the turnover. Now they'll try to cut into that lead more.
Well, and I think that's what Vanessa Seydoux is so valuable. She just alters so many shots with her length.
Seydoux missing on the follow-up after Mckenzie had missed, and here's Beranek. Click open, she can hit from there, but will drive it to the basket and gets fouled.
Yeah, I love that. She had just made a three a couple possessions ago. Probably could have shot that, rushed it a little bit, but instead didn't settle for it. Able to use her quickness, get into the lane, drive some contact there, get to the free throw line. That's just a smart play by Kennedy Click.
Fouls on Wenzel, her first.
And she's one of the girls, only a sophomore that's had to pick her scoring up in the absence of Jordan Lamb-Kerr. Jordan averaging just under 15 points a game, and that scoring has to be replaced somewhere. And this young lady's done a nice job this year of slowly just getting better and better and more confident. You can see she's got a great looking shot too.
And a steal by Beranek, gets it to Gordon, and got called for traveling again. In for the Pirates, Tiana Lloyd and LaChantis Baguette. And for Maple Grove, Jordan Odie, 5'11", 8th grader, number 31. Here's Mckenzie, past Corman, around and in it goes on the little scoop.
Well, she gets that head of steam going, and you just can't stop her. And there's a turnover trying to play a little too fast there. For as quick and strong as she is, too, she's just got great footwork. Watch this Euro step to avoid contact. That big, long, strong step. That's just great offense.
Kenzie on, defended by Gordon, and she defended her much of the previous game against when these teams played. And Coach Cook said she's going to get her points. And you hope you limit it to 27 is what she averages, and there's another 2. He's off to a good start. He's got 7 points, and the Pirates are back to within 6.
Yeah, and against great scorers, you're not going to stop them no matter what you do, how you guard them. But you want to make it challenging, and you want to make it so that they're not efficient. So if she gets her 28 or 30 points, maybe it's on 22 or 23 shots. You don't want her to have one of those nights where she's 13 for 15, and everything's easy.
Click for 3, comes up short. Good rebound by Odie. And Crimson will reset. Beranek. Odie open for 3 in the corner and hits.
Well, that's just good offense, too, recognizing the open player. Odie gets her feet set, ready to shoot. Maple Grove really shooting well here from the three-point line tonight.
Biggest lead is 11 right now at 9 with 11 minutes to play in the first half. Mckenzie to the basket, short, and rebounded by Gordon.
Oh, good throw ahead, good look ahead.
To Click up and in.
I like what Maple Grove is doing. Generally not an overly fast-paced team, but they're getting it, and they're looking to run on Park Center, and they've gotten a couple of easy baskets in transition.
Mckenzie.
Nice pass.
Gives up the pass. Shot missed by Lloyd. And we're going to get a foul called on Baguette.
Well, and that's the kind of thing Beranek does, right? Not going to show up in the stat sheet, but just a great box out where a lot of players would have given up an offensive rebound. Instead, she puts a body on it. Here's Odie, wide open, and knocks it down.
Odie, who hit that three from that corner a moment ago, and Mckenzie missing on the steal. Open for three is Beranek and buries it.
And again, just a great pace on offense. Click gets into the middle there. Looks like she's going to make a post pass there. Instead, kicks it out, and Beranek knocks it down. Again, another three-pointer, wide open three for the Crimson.
Mckenzie will pop from out high and hit.
That's such a tough shot, too. You got Ari Gordon in your face at 5'10". Had to shoot over that, nothing but net. And she makes some hard shots.
Click, skip pass across to Odie. Back across through the hands of Gordon, but we're going to get a foul on Mckenzie from behind, her first. Fourth team foul on the Pirates.
Well, if you talk about zone offense, John, you want your team to play under control, not too fast, but you also want dribble penetration. And Maple Grove's done an excellent job of taking what the defense has given them. They're driving, they're drawing defense, they're skip passing, they're finding the openings in that zone, doing a really nice job.
Beranek swings it to Odie, left wing, short. Nice job by Kennedy to get to the ball. Kennedy clicked to get to the ball, missed the shot, and Mckenzie rebounds for the Pirates. She'll push it ahead, gets it into the hands of Seydoux, and up and down. He got a hand on the ball, and
I like that pass by Mckenzie. I thought Seydoux, if she would have taken one dribble, maybe could have finished at the rim. She kind of just came to a stop. Right there, if she would have taken one more dribble forward, I think she would have had it, but good hands defensively that time by Stern.
Claire Stern forcing the jump ball. That gets blocked by Beranek on the three try. Scramble on the floor near the side of the lane. We get another jump ball. And that'll be Maple Grove basketball as Stern got tied up that time with Janae Bennett.
Well, they're doing a great job. So Vanessa Seydoux, John, averaging over 12 points. They're surrounding her when she gets the ball down low. She does not have a lot of time to get into her move and use her length effectively. She's kind of forced a couple of tough shots here. You can see the swinging the ball around the perimeter. You make that defense move and you find that opening either through dribble drive or passing.
Ball knocked away from Beranek, but she got it back. Brandt hits another three. 8 points for Izzy Brandt.
Yeah, she's been huge here to start the game. And Maple Grove's offense been absolutely outstanding. They scored 59 in that first meeting with Park Center, on pace for way more than that. Here they are in transitioning, a great throw ahead.
Click ahead to Odie for the basket.
You know who's had, I think, the biggest impact is Kennedy Click. There's a little no-look pass. She's impacted almost every score in this game, either herself scoring or making the right play and the right pass. She's been outstanding.
Sink getting it to Mckenzie. Drives on Odie, off the glass, up and in. Or on Brandt, rather.
Well, great move. And a nice job, too, by the Crimson, not fouling her on that. She's so strong. Make it challenging, make her work. But at some point, I don't wonder if you're in Maple Grove, do you just run a second defender at her, try to make someone else score?
Brandt, Bolton gets knocked away by Wenzel. Picked up by Beranek. Odie, three. This one missed and rebounded by Bennett. Off to Sink, looking at the three. He'll get it down low. Seydoux this time breaks free, but missed the shot. And rebounded by Maple Grove. Back into the front court. Click to Beranek. Into the lane and gets fouled. We'll go to the line as she gets fouled by Bennett.
Kind of a crafty move there. Did you see where she put her arms underneath, able to draw the contact? That's a move I used to do all the time. You bring your arms under like that because you know where that defender's arms are going to be. Just a crafty veteran move there. And even though she missed the free throw, even though Vanessa Seydoux didn't make that last basket, that was great offense. She did a great job of sealing, had good position, and really her first good look at a basket, just unable to make it foul. But they got to keep trying to go to her because that's an advantage, I think, for Park Center with her length.
Beranek gets the second one. And we get a timeout on the court. With just under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Maple Grove doubling up on Park Center. I like the way that they've not only played defense, but their offense has been impressive. And not just their shooting, Ryan. They've been moving the ball around well and getting good shots.
And they've done what they've done is, against a zone, you see it a lot of times when a team will play zone on you, you slow down, you become not very aggressive. They're being patient, but smart and still attacking. They've gotten it in transition as well. They've had depth, a number of girls with points already. So they're really doing a team effort and taking what the defense has given them. It's been impressive.
Kennedy Click with 9 points so far to lead the way. Izzy Brandt has 8. And 3 other players with at least 4.
Yeah, I mean, look at that balance as opposed to Park Center where Adalia Mckenzie has 11 of the 16, right? And even of those 11, she's got maybe 1 or 2 easy ones. The rest have been contested, tough jump shots that she's just been too talented to make, right? So you got to like where you're at, Maple Grove. And I always thought it was important when you were on the road to get off to a good start, and take the crowd. Now, granted, we don't have our normal size crowds, but to just bring it on when you're on the road to start a game.
Park Center, their biggest deficit so far tonight, trailing by 16. Ball back into the hands of Mckenzie from Lloyd. Chapman trying to set the screen and gets the ball back. Missed the shot on a good pass from Mckenzie. Gordon getting the pass ahead, and she'll lay it. Oh, too strong off the glass and rebounded by Sink. Back come the Pirates. Mckenzie, look at that move.
Yeah, if she can get it in transition like that before the defense gets set up, she's just almost unstoppable. She's just got that plethora of moves, whether it's her quickness or her strength. And again, that great Euro step that she has, almost unguardable.
Overski getting it for Brandt. Tough shot up and in.
And again, out of that set offense, that little curl action off that screen, and there's no help under there either. So if she can turn the corner and have a half a step on the defender, it's an easy layup.
Sink for 3 and hits her second three-pointer.
And you need that because if you're going to help and really focus on Mckenzie as a shooter, you got to be ready to shoot and knock him down. And Sink has knocked down a couple here tonight.
Brandt pulls up on the baseline and gets it to the cutter, and Beranek lays it in. Great look on offense. Brandt to Beranek, the 2 seniors who have played together, Ryan, since 3rd grade.
Isn't that unreal? And you just know where each other is going to be. And great cut, even a better pass by Brandt, always having that head up.
It's shot in the lane, but it wouldn't fall for Baguette, and the Crimson have it. Ball, it's up and in. Kyla Overski knocks that down for her first basket.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. Beautiful shot. Nice driving kick.
Baguette shot, that rattles in at a foot on the line, so it's just a 2.
When you're seeing that playmaking ability too of Mckenzie, right? Drawing the defense and being very unselfish, making the right basketball play.
Beranek getting fouled. It'll be on Baguette, her second, team 6th.
Yeah, watch this in transition. Overski You're going to see just kind of stepping into it, good couple feet behind that three-point line. Good shooting is oftentimes contagious, and it has been tonight, especially for Maple Grove.
Beranek, Baguette guarding her, spins, gives the pass up. Gordon slicing to the basket.
Well, Maple Grove's done such a good job of cutting. And the guys, whoever has the ball with their head up and seeing it on that cut, they've got about 4 or 5 baskets off of those great cuts. Great offense.
18-point Maple Grove lead. Sadu to the corner. Sink trying another three. Short this time, and rebounded by Gordon. Had a foot on the baseline. Park Center ball.
The other thing Maple Grove doing a nice job, John, is defensive rebounding. They're not giving up a lot of second chance, third chance opportunities.
Sink inbounding. Mckenzie from the wing. Too strong. Wenzel had a hand on it, but Beranek a little stronger. Yep. Able to get the loose ball. Beranek going back out high. Three try, and Quick gets knocked down by Sadu, and will go to the line, I would think, to shoot three here.
Yep. And not a good foul, too. Sadu, such a good shot blocker and shot alterer at that time. That anytime you're defending a jump shot like that, just get a hand up. You don't want to foul him, give him 3 free throws. And number 2, that's her second foul as well.
First free throw missed tonight for Click, who had made her first 4. Just look at it again. Second one also off. Lloyd in, replacing Sink for Park Center. Well, got the third one. And so she's right at about her season average. She's 64% now, 5 of 8 tonight.
Yeah,
that one is up and in. Mckenzie, 2 more.
You know what else is impressive too is she gets quite a bit of lift on her jump shot. Do you notice that? So many people shoot a set shot. She goes into that. She's actually elevating pretty good. Because that defender is right there. She just elevates right over the top of it.
Click, drive to the basket, missed the shot. Rebounded by Park Center by Chapman. Mckenzie giving it up. Wenzel for 3, rattles it in.
Great offense, unselfish play. Again, driving, finding the open man, knocking it down. Park Center starting to really shoot the ball well tonight too.
That's still trailing by 14. Maple Grove 42 points on the board already here late in the first half. Great release by Beranek. Missed the shot off the pass from Click. Corman and Wenzel tie up. Jump ball, it'll be Park Center basketball. Stern back in for Park Center, or excuse me, for Maple Grove. Mckenzie will walk it up here as we wind down toward 2 minutes to go in the half. Sadu, one dribble, and we get a foul on the floor. It's going to be whistled on Click.
Pretty clean game. That's only the second foul on Maple Grove. Only 7 for Park Center as well. It's been a pretty crisp game on both sides of it. Not a lot of stoppage due to fouls.
Wenzel and Click getting a hand on the basketball, knocks it out. Mckenzie 15 points already for Park Center. Chapman looking, finally getting the pass out to Wenzel. Now it's Tiana Lloyd. Baseline drive, Wenzel giving it off to Chapman. Out to Mckenzie for 3, short, and gets her own rebound to the basket and scores.
Great effort, following your own shot. As a shooter, you know when that ball is short or where it's going to go, and she did a great job of staying with it, getting an easy putback.
Baseline drive, that was easy for Stern.
Well, Stern's giving them a nice punch off the bench here, scoring-wise. And again, kind of the second time we've seen just that initial move and then no help defense, easy layup for the Crimson.
Pass intended inside. Got knocked away, out of bounds. It's off of Wenzel, who was on the floor. Turnover by the Pirates.
Oh, great hustle by Wenzel and great defense by Baranek. And, you know, scoring-wise, we talked about it. She can score, but she kind of does it all. And you can see there's great defense, getting tips, boxing out, getting over the back calls against her. She's kind of done a little bit of everything.
Baranek from Stern for 2.
Nice, great cut and great throw, great delivery, good finish, too, in traffic.
Mckenzie and gets fouled and will go to the line.
And again, just this initial pass, and watch the cut, and again, no help down low. And a number of easy baskets tonight in the half court and in transition for Maple Grove, and you can tell Adalia's getting that look in her eye, like, hey, I'm gonna get to the basket, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Sink back in for the Pirates. One more free throw coming for Mckenzie. Missed them both. And the rebound for Maple Grove. Kennedy quick into the front court to Baranek with 50 seconds to play in the first half.
Oh, nice cut.
There's Gordon.
Yeah.
Boy, how many cuts to the basket have we seen by a number of players, and Crimson passers are finding them.
And it's a couple of things. One, ball pressure. If you ball pressure the passer, it's hard to make those passes. Maple Grove very comfortable with the ball in their hand. And two, it's those circular cuts where they're getting a step on the defender, and all they have to do is catch and turn, and there's no help there to finish at the rim.
Mckenzie puts it on the floor. Drive to the basket.
Nice.
How about that? Popping in for Lloyd.
I did not think there was much room there. She just kind of slithered in there.
Final seconds. Baranek drives and gets fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot.
Well, it's the second time she's done that. She gets that step, and then she brings those arms low, and it's a trick, right? Because you know most defenders are going to have their arms there, and you know that if you go up, you're going to have contact, and that's an easy call for the referee. Just a crafty offensive move.
Nine points already for the senior, who averages just over 11.
Just over 3 seconds, too. If this is a make, you got to figure Mckenzie's going to get it with a full head of steam.
On a double team, or they get the outlet pass. She still gets the ball. 1-on-4. Shot up, and she gets fouled and will shoot 2 free throws at the buzzer.
You know, and that's where I keep her in front of me. Make her catch it in front of me so she can't get that running start going, right? And then maybe she takes 2 seconds and gets to half court. Instead, she gets it on the run. And again, that great Euro step. And it's a smart foul. Rather than give up an easy jump shot, I'd put her at the free throw line as well, where she capitalized. It gives the old air high fives right there. No teammates. I love it. It's got a great personality. It's like up here in the booth. I'm high-fiving you all the time. You never extend it back to me.
I just turn away.
Yeah, I feel you, Adalia. I feel you.
Halftime here at Park Center. Maple Grove, 50 points on the board. They lead the Pirates 50-33. Great team effort for the Crimson so far. Balanced offense, and the way they've gotten this team to play tonight, and just playing a great game. Allie Mosley is standing by now with Barb Metcalf. Allie?
Coach, it's tough when Maple Grove is really connecting on offense the way they did in the first half. How do you guys plan to cut down that deficit in the second?
Well, we got to play defense. I mean, we weren't getting out on the shooters. They're nailing threes left and right, and that feeds into our offense. When we're not playing good, strong defense, we're not real, confident on the offensive end. So we just got to pick it up defensively and chip away at their lead.
On that offensive end, you said it was so important for you guys to work that inside-out game tonight. What did you see in that first half that you want to bring into the second?
Well, we need to get the ball inside, but our posts also got to convert on the Mckenzie, the layups that they do have, and then that opens it up for our guards on the outside a little bit more.
Yeah, you guys have found some success at the arc there in the first half. Do you want to see more of that in the second?
Yeah, just the inside-out game would be fine with me. We just got to keep chipping away at it.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach.
You bet. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach Metcalf. We'll hear from Coach Cook before the start of the second half. Maple Grove 50, Park Center 33. Back with more high school girls basketball on CCX right after this.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. She's dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
To get to know each other.
On a deeper level.
Father.
Cosplayer.
Mentor.
Actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together.
And discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Maple Grove 50, Park Center 33. Northwest Suburban Conference girls basketball tonight on CCX as the Crimson go for their 15th win of the season. Highlights from the first 18 minutes here tonight in Brooklyn Park. And a lot of Maple Grove, Ryan, in a lot of different ways and several different players.
Yeah, and you're going to see a couple in transition early. They got some easy baskets, and that was their offense. Getting to the middle of that zone, driving, making the great pass, and a lot of knockdown threes, too. And great balance in the first half for Maple Grove.
You see a variety of players scoring as well, and all 8 players scored in that first half for Maple Grove.
And 3 of them in double figures, a 4th player at 8. So just great balance. And that was another thing. They're cutting and they're passing in that first half. They got a lot of easy layups off of great cuts.
At the other end, a lot of Adalia Mckenzie. Step back, hits that shot. She had 8 baskets in all in the first half. They did hit some threes from the outside. Chloe Sink and Leah Wenzel each able to connect. It was Sink there.
Oh, beautiful move.
And that was a great basket by Mckenzie. And then back out.
A lot of her shots, too, contested jump shots. And then she also, don't forget, I mean, she scored 18 points, but she also had a number of driving kicks, a number of assists. Look at that, contested, not an easy shot. She makes some hard shots look easy.
If you look at our top scorers, as Ryan mentioned, 3 players in double figures for Maple Grove. Bronick, Click, and Brandt all with 10 points. Gordon right behind them with 8. And for Park Center, Mckenzie with 18, Sink 6, and Wenzel 5. You know, the 2 bigs, Shadeza Chapman and Vanessa Seydoux, have not scored yet.
Yeah, and Seydoux, I thought with her height and her length, maybe that one advantage that Park Center, and you heard Coach Metcalf say we gotta play inside out, but our posts have to be able to make their shots down low. And so let's see if they try to get Sadhu involved early, see if she can get a couple of easy baskets. That'll just open everything else up for Park Center.
Rankings in the Minnesota basketball. Hopkins #1. They're on a pause right now. They'll schedule to play at Becker, top team in 3A this coming Friday. Farmington is ranked 2nd, followed by Chaska's, also pause. Stillwater, Elk River undefeated. They will play Maple Grove on Thursday, and they're playing Centennial tonight in a great matchup, 5 versus 8. Then that's Mayo, Minnetonka, Centennial. Maple Grove here and Eden Prairie is ranked 10th. In 4A.
A lot of good girls basketball talent in our area that we get to cover.
Indeed. 50-33, Maple Grove playing very well. We'll come back with the second half on CCX in a moment.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad. That's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
Maple Grove up on Park Center by 17 at halftime, 50-33. Back we go to Allie, standing by with Mark Cook.
Coach, your offense was hot in that first half. What was working so well for you guys that you want to bring into the second?
Well, I thought we shared the ball really well. I thought we moved the ball. I thought we trusted each other and made good decisions with the basketball. I thought we set great screens, and our kids use those screens. And this team just shares the ball so well. It's fun to watch.
You know that Park Center is going to come out in this second half and be very aggressive offensively. What do you guys need to do to stop them and keep this team at bay?
Well, I think we got to keep doing what we've been doing. I think, we got to protect the lane as much as we can. Adalia is so good. She's so fun to watch. I prefer watching her when I'm not coaching against her. But she is, she's so talented. We got to block out. We got to make sure that they don't get second chance opportunities. They hurt us with a little bit of that. But just keep doing what we're doing, and our best defense is when we have the ball on offense down the other end. So just being smart and making smart decisions on that end.
It's a fun game to watch so far. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Thanks to both coaches for taking some time with us here tonight at halftime as we get set for the second half. Park Center, big deficit. Ryan, as you see it, we heard from Coach Metcalf. If you had to pick one thing, what's the number one thing they need to do?
I think defensively, they got to step it up, and they've always been so good at pressure defense. I think they got to try to speed Maple Grove up, create some turnovers. If they can get Adalia Mckenzie the ball in transition where she can get some easy baskets. And you got to remember too, you're down 17. There's not a 17-point shot. And so you look at this first 4 minutes of the second half. Can Park Center, can they, knock it down to single digits here and make it a game, make it tight? That's what they got to do. And I think for me, it starts defensively. They got to do a better job. First time these two teams played, John, Maple Grove scored 59 total in the game, already at 50 at half.
This is a team that's playing well, Ryan. As you look at the postseason, if Elk River, if they were to win tonight and beat Elk River on Thursday, And Elk River loses to Centennial tonight. Maple Grove has a chance, perhaps, to be the #1 seed. Now, if Elk River wins either of the games, they're almost certain the #1 seed in 8-4A. But they would like another shot at the Elks. They felt they didn't play that well against Elk River, especially for a stretch in the second half. And the way they're playing tonight, you would think they got a chance. Having said that, I haven't watched Elk River, and obviously they're very good. They're undefeated on the season.
No, they're very good. But you look at they lost 61-44. There's another easy layup, great layup by Click. But they scored 44 points against Elk River. I can't see a team that's playing like this offensively having 44 points again. So they are really clicking on offense. I love their motion and their movement too.
Pass too high for Chapman. Turnover for Park Center. Click will give it to Baranek.
I thought she was going to pull that. She had a couple of seconds there open.
Off the hands of Gordon, but she catches up with it.
And you can just see how comfortable Maple Grove is on offense, right? Nothing's pressured, nothing's hurried or rushed. They're just, everything is good. They're dictating what they want to get out of it. I think Park Center has to make Maple Grove uncomfortable a little bit, trapping them, trying to speed them up, maybe have some turnovers, or at least maybe make them rush on their shots. They're just getting whatever they want.
Last foul on Chloe Sink, her first. Click to Brandt. Sink, nice job of cutting her off on the baseline there. Baranek, and that ball gets knocked out of bounds by Sink.
Yeah, good defense there by Park Center. Getting up into them a little bit, getting their hands, tipping some basketballs. That's what they got to do.
Three-point try from Click. Comes up short. Rebound by Chapman. Mckenzie loses it to Gordon, then she gets fouled.
Great hands by Gordon to tip that, get possession back, and then she went right up with it too and able to draw some contact.
Fouls on Mckenzie. It's her second. Gordon free throw up and in.
Well, Nari Gordon, averaging just under 10, hasn't scored as much here tonight, but she's done a great job. Her biggest contribution tonight is obviously defensively, playing against Mckenzie and trying to make things hard for her. Here's an easy offensive rebound for Corman. He just kind of snuck in there, no box out, and that ends up being a three-point offensive possession there for Maple Grove.
Corman, who scored the first basket of the game, gets one here in the second half for her second hoop tonight. Seydoux, too strong off the glass, and the rebound to Brandt. Click will push it. Now we'll roll it back out. And off to Baranek.
The other thing Maple Grove tonight, John, they played smart. They pushed it. If it's not there, they're not forcing it. They're really taking care of the basketball, too, for the most part. There's a turnover right as I say that.
Pirates force Gordon into a turnover. Sink gets it into the hands of Chapman. One dribble and then back out to Sink. Seydoux, spin, turn. That was a good look. Yep. Ryan shot didn't go. Corman rebounds.
And I like that they're going to her. They're trying to establish her early, and that was a great move. She just couldn't get it to fall, but great footwork, great move.
Click, and blocked out of bounds by Mckenzie.
And that's part of her game I think that people don't talk enough about is defensively. She can defend. She moves her feet really well, but she's got those really quick hands. It was a good move by Click, too. Had a half a step, but just great hands.
Trying to get back to Click, and Baranek pass goes past her and out of bounds. Not too many turnovers, though, for Maple Grove. They've played a clean game tonight for the most part.
Yes, they have.
Stern into the game for the Crimson.
And when you're talented offensively, that's half of it. It's just getting shots, right? You don't turn the ball over. You're going to get 10 to 15 more shots, and if you're a good shooting team, you're going to make half of those. There's 15 points out of it. So it sounds easy. It's not always easy to do in a game, especially against a good defensive team.
Into the paint, ball knocked away. Baranek gets the steal, gets it out on the wing to Click. Pass back to Brandt, who will go to the line and shoot.
Well, you get a deflection, you get out and run, and great extra pass. Nice job by Click here making the pass.
Ooh.
I thought maybe an extra step or two in there, but there was some contact. And
just enough where they called Mckenzie for her third.
Well, and that's something you got to keep in mind on, because having 3, she's got to be careful. You don't want to pick up that 4th, but you also don't want to not necessarily play hard defense too when you're trying to get back into a game. So if I'm Maple Grove, I recognize that she's got 3 fouls, and I try to attack her as much as possible.
Grant, a solid game tonight, 12 points. Maple Grove leads by 24. They led by 17 at halftime. Park Center yet to score here in the second half. Still haven't. Seydoux, a second try. There we go.
Yeah.
Up and in her first basket tonight.
Well, I love the commitment to getting her the ball here early, and I loved her aggressiveness. She got a good shot, but she went right after it, attacked it, and able to finally get a basket. Maybe that'll get her going offensively here, get her a little bit of confidence.
Gordon looking in for Stern. Click has it stolen away by Mckenzie. Mckenzie turns, spins short on the iron, and rebounded by Stern.
Well, good D. Cutting her off, not allowing her to get to the basket. She's got that great Euro step we've seen, force her to spin and shoot a tough fadeaway jump shot. That's a win for Crimson in the transition defense.
3 for Brandt, and that's good.
How good has she been tonight, John?
15 points and came in averaging just over 5. And if she's can play like that and start making shots like that on a consistent basis, like I said, they'll be a tough out in the section tournament.
And I'll tell you what, when you're preparing against a team that has 4 or 5 people that can score, what do? You can't just focus on taking one thing away. And there's Izzy Brandt again. Great skip pass, recognizing who's open, and she is shooting the ball confidently and excellent here tonight.
Mckenzie takes it to the basket, and they'll go to the line. Shoot 2.
Well, she's got that great ability to make something out of nothing. She's driving, and there's 3 white jerseys. Doesn't look like there's any room, and somehow she's able to get a shot off, take contact. Love what Coach Cook said at halftime. I just love watching her play, just not when I'm coaching against her. And you do that as a coach. You when you're coaching your own great player or you're playing against a great player, it's sometimes you just sit back and you appreciate great basketball and great talent.
Mckenzie's struggling from the line tonight. Like I mentioned very early in the game, 70% free throws for her tonight, just 2 out of 8. Odie dribbles that one off her foot, and Park Center gets the basketball. Sink thought about the 3. Seydoux. 2 for Mckenzie, and a rebound to Brandt. Back to Baranek.
Look, Odie, only an 8th grader.
Yeah.
That's pretty unbelievable. And getting, legitimate good minutes too, and they've done some good things.
Baranek saw a lot of those baskets in the first half. Doesn't get the hoop here, but gets fouled by Sink, and they'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Doesn't it seem like she just knows she's going to draw the foul, right? I thought she was going to finish on the left side with her left hand there. Instead, just jumped right into the contact, knowing she was going to get fouled. Just I've said it a couple times, but it's like that old man at the YMCA that just knows all the little tricks, and she's got them offensively.
Second one missed, so Baranek, after 3 for 4 from the line in the first half, misses her first 2 tries here in the second. We stay at 60-35.
Were you giving out free throw lessons to these teams before?
Into the lane, and we get a foul on the floor on the pass intended for Seydoux.
Well, and the other thing it does too is, and you're seeing Beranek go out of the game, when you got the depth and the balance like that, you can afford to have Beranek sit down for a couple minutes and Click sit down, because you're not losing a ton, right? And everyone's fresh. And again, nice job establishing down low, Seydoux, and she gets a nice, easy basket.
Her second hoop tonight, both here in the second half. The only 4 points the Pirates have scored so far. And a foul from behind, whistled against Lloyd.
I think as good as Kennedy
Baguette.
Kennedy Click is right now at 5'11" and only a sophomore, she's going to get even better than that. She's going to be one that we're going to be watching for the next couple years, John. Is she's going to be a really good one.
Let's go down to Allie Mosley for a report.
Yeah, guys, you know, one thing that I love to ask coaches this time of year towards the end of the season with only a couple regular season games left is what's the best thing you have going for your team this far through the season? And really, both Coach Cook and Metcalf both kind of said the same thing. For Park Center, she said, you know, we've just really matured. We've got better chemistry. A lot of these girls on varsity, they've never actually played together before. Really just Adalia, Mckenzie, and Chloe Sink have. So really, you know, having this many games into the season to finally get that chemistry going. And for Maple Grove, Coach Cook said, you know, they're finally just starting to trust each other. He said a lot of these girls haven't played varsity before. They thought they were coming in with kind of this senior team, but really it kind of has transpired into a team that didn't have as much experience together. And so really this is only something you can have this deep into a season, forming that chemistry, forming the connection, you know, having that trust in each other, which really, at least for Maple Grove today, is showing through.
Thanks, Allie. And you saw Jordan Lamker in the background there. They've had to do without her, and you mentioned other players having to step up and pick up those points lost. You know, she's averaging 17 points a game. And to their credit, they've done that. They've transitioned into a little bit different team.
Oh, absolutely. And you look at the first time these two teams played, scored 59 points. Jordan had 27. She had a big game, too. And I think it's changed their identity. I think they play a little faster, too, up and down. And you get more confidence as a role player maybe when you weren't playing as much earlier in the year. Great pass.
Stern to Odie for two.
Stern's been a really good passer tonight. She's hit a couple people on the cuts. And as a coach and a basketball purist, I love nothing more than seeing someone give up a good shot for a great shot, and that's exactly what happened there.
That three wouldn't fall. And back come the Crimson. In the corner to Odie, back out, three try. This one missed for Stern. And rebounded by Baguette. Off to Lloyd now. Tiana Lloyd into traffic, gets blocked by Click. Bounce pass ahead to Click, missed the shot. Odie had the right feed and Click couldn't finish. Park Center running, they lose the ball. Beranek gets it. Turnover for Maple Grove, and they give it right back. We're going to get a foul here.
I think they're going to get Stern, yeah. Great pass by Odie, the eighth grader there in transition. I didn't know if she saw Click running with her, but she had a great one-handed bounce pass there, and Click just, I think, rushed the finish a little bit. Couldn't get it to fall.
Timeout on the floor here, 30-second timeout. Beranek, it's the steadying influence that we talked about in the pregame. 10 points tonight, and just kind of that floor general out there for Maple Grove. So look at our upcoming games. We got boys basketball from the Northwest Suburban Conference on Thursday. Ryan, that's going to be a great one. Park Center at #1 Champlin Park at 7 o'clock.
Well, I can't wait. We haven't seen Champlin Park all year, and good talent, well coached, and that's going to be a good one. Park Center playing well too the last few weeks here as well, so that should be a great one.
Friday night, Maple Grove at Park Center Gymnastics as the regular season winds up in that sport. And then Saturday, the #1 team in the state in boys hockey, Maple Grove at home to take on Blaine. That's a 3 o'clock start live on CCX.
How come I never get the call for color commentary for the gymnastics?
Well, you want to try?
Are you assuming because I'm a big guy, I'm not very flexible, and I don't have the moves down?
If you know all the terminology, Ryan, we'll have you out.
I will tell you that I tune in and I watch gymnastics. I love at a high school level. I love in the Olympics too. Some of the best athletes do gymnastics. Really fun to watch too.
Long pass across to Mckenzie, who's not scored here, Ryan, in the second half. And that shot won't go. Follow-up won't go as well, but Janae Bennett will get free throws here and a chance to score from the free throw line.
Well, I think what the Crimson have done tonight is say, okay, Mckenzie, you might score 25, 30. You had 18 in the first half, but we're going to try our best to make it hard on you and make you make tough shots. First half, she made a lot of tough shots. She got a couple of easy ones, especially in transition with that great Euro step, but everything here in the second half tonight has been nothing to the basket. We're stopping you, and we're going to make you make tough shots. And that's hard to sustain, especially at the high school level. I don't care how good anybody is. To consistently have to make tough shot after tough shot, it can be draining.
Bennett gets her first 2 points of the night on those free throws. Shot by Overski, and she gets fouled and will go to the line and shoot.
And again, foul on a jump shot, right? You want to get a hand up, contest that, but you don't want to foul a jump shooter and give them the free throws. Nice little drive and kick there, feet set, and nice close out there, but you just don't want your momentum to go in and draw a foul on that.
Overski with her first free throw tonight. She's got 4 points. Got them both.
You know, the other thing I think it's underrated for Maple Grove is they got a ton of players at 5'10", 5'11", right? So they don't have that, 6'2" like Vanessa Seydoux, but they got a bunch of 5'10", 5'11" with long arms that can, at least defend that and get hands on balls and get, play in the passing lanes, getting deflections, that kind of stuff. So good length along with some good shooters too at the guard positions.
Overski picking up the foul, her first, team's 5th. Park Center with 17 fouls here in the second half. Down low, and another 2 for Seydoux.
Well, she's gotten a goal here, 6 points all in the second half. That was just a little screen the screener on the inbounds play, and a nice job by Mckenzie recognizing her open.
Veronic for Odie, and a foul whistled against Lloyd, who thought she had her hands straight up on that, but gets whistled for the foul.
Well, again, nice cut. And a lot of people at home think, well, obviously a cut, you give it to them, but it's hard to cut and then be able to go into the shot like that. And you can see anytime a defender's hands come down like that, whether it's a foul or not, it's an easier call for the referee to make. Well, and that's a big foul too. Seydoux is going to be out of the game there. I believe that was her 3rd or 4th.
Well, they called the foul there. I think she's getting arrested.
Oh.
The foul was on Lloyd.
Oh, they got it on Lloyd. Okay.
And out of bounds, saved by Wenzel, but
good
stolen by Maple Grove, and then Gordon's pass too high for Overski.
Well, and we haven't talked a lot about Ari Gordon tonight, but I think you do have to give her praise. She's doing a really good job of just staying in front of Adalia Mckenzie and making it hard. Nothing easy.
Mckenzie losing the ball here as the second defender came at her. Down to Bennett, back to Mckenzie. On the floor to the corner to Wenzel. Back to Mckenzie. Pull up with that shot hit. A lot of long 2-pointers tonight for Mckenzie.
And you'll live with those, right? If you're Maple Grove, if she makes a bunch of those, you'll live with that rather than giving in those easy baskets, getting to the free throw line, able to really get a rhythm. Make her try to make tough jump shots. Nice driving kick.
Corner, Overski, 3 not good. Quick and a hand on up and lost it. And here comes Wenzel for Park Center. Knocked out of bounds, and still Pirate basketball as Click came from behind and knocked it away.
So do you count that as a deflection, or only you used your head instead of your hand?
I don't think there's a header category in basketball.
And again,
shot.
Great offense, but great defense too. Cuts off that initial first step. She's got such an explosive first step, and Gordon was right there. And then she just countered with that little step back. She got that high release, good jump. She's unreal.
Long on the three is Click. Odie underneath, not good, and gets tied up. Trying to go back up to the hoop by Naomi Cruchon.
Well, good hustle by Cruchon, but how about the 8th grader too? Odie fighting down low, getting offensive rebounds. Gave him great minutes, and she's only going to get better and better over the next couple of months and couple of years as she gets more and more experience.
You know, Allie talked about earlier in this half about this team was kind of a veteran team to begin the season, and while they still have those veteran leaders in Baranek and Brandt, there are a lot of underclassmen getting significant minutes on this Maple Grove team. And you look at some of the players who have come up big tonight: Click, Gordon,
Stern,
Stern off the bench. She's just a freshman. Odie, Overski has made some baskets tonight, and all coming back in a year.
And Gordon, only a junior as well. So yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a great mix, and they're really playing well.
Baranek, stolen away by Park Center. Pass off and up and in. Has a terrific feed from Cruchon and gets it to Mckenzie.
Well, and that's what Park Center does such a good job of, and Maple Grove just hasn't turned it over tonight like that. And you can see when they can get out and run, and you get Mckenzie in the open floor, they are so dangerous. And you see Coach Cook recognizing that the energy level defensively is picked up a little here from Park Center. And that's what was missing in that first half. Maple Grove just didn't allow those kind of turnovers in transition. Great pass by Cruchon, and we know she knows how to finish when she gets going too, when Adalia Mckenzie gets out in the open.
Section play will begin next week for each of these teams. Park Center part of Section 5-3A, likely probably the number 4 seed in the section. Tournament begins March 20th with the semifinals March 23rd and the championship March 25th. Centennial undoubtedly will be the number 1 seed in that section. Roseville, Spring Lake Park, Park Center right there probably at number 4, Champlin Park at number 5. And for Maple Grove, Section 8-4A, March 18th, 23rd, and 26th. All games at the high seed. Maple Grove, as we mentioned, the 2 seed, 1 if Elk River loses tonight and Thursday to Maple Grove. And even then, they'd each have 2 losses. And then Brainerd 3, STMA at number 4. But Maple Grove and Elk River could be a very likely section final.
Do you think anyone has a chance this year against Hopkins?
Well, I don't know. Minnetonka played within 3 early in the year, but
I feel like that just ticked them off.
Well, right. Maya Najee got hurt during that game, missed some games. Then they played them again a few weeks ago. They beat them by about 25. So
that's what I mean. I feel like that maybe
they are awfully good.
Awoken them and realized, hey, we can never take any game for granted. And I think there's still a little of that with Hopkins of we want to prove that we're more than just Paige Beckers, and we didn't get to win it last year because of COVID, so we're kind of on a mission. But Farmington, of course, I know in the south there is a very good team, as is Chaska.
How much Paige Beckers in college basketball?
Well, it's
unbelievable. She can be player of the year as a freshman, not just freshman of the year.
She's great, and what's really fun is, I try to watch a lot of games on TV, and the broadcasters, they spend most of the game talking about her. It's like us doing a game, right? And it's just amazing how she's kind of captivated women's college basketball, and so great for Minnesota sports, so great that people are recognizing how special she is.
Veronic to Corman. Nice little move. The score and is fouled. Sophia Corman, a senior here last year playing basketball here for the Crimson. It comes up with a nice hoop there.
Watch as she catches this and steps through right there. Kind of ducks under, able to get the shot off with the contact. That was great.
That was on Helen Ben, a freshman.
My daughter Addie is a big Paige Beckers fan, and she's been watching as she makes the three-point play, watching some of our old broadcasts of doing Hopkins and having Paige. And we were watching, John, our Hopkins Minnehaha Academy boys game from last year with Jalen Suggs. And I interviewed Paige at halftime, and the thing that stuck out was that was a beautiful pass.
Second log. Sadoo, a couple good looks at it. Can't get it to go. Ben scores and is fouled.
Way to stick with it. That was just great effort going after it. And that's the length that we thought maybe Park Center would be able to capitalize early in the game. Sadoo just struggling to get that ball to go in, but nice job by Ben there filling in and getting the three-point play opportunity.
Free throw up and in. The freshman, their first points tonight.
You can see the bench, the crowd were fired up. They're excited for it. That was a nice play.
69-50, 5.5 minutes to go here in the second half.
Well, win or lose, I think Coach Metcalf has to be pleased with their defense in the second half.
They made it a lot tougher for Maple Grove to score. Gordon on the follow-up after Veronic had missed. Scores Ari Gordon's first basket in the second half. Mckenzie, 2. That comes off.
Great box out.
And rebounded by Odie.
Great box out. You saw 3 white jerseys all put in the body. Just not a lot of offensive rebounds tonight. 2 things I think Park Center can really hurt you on is transition offense off of turnovers and offensive rebounding. Maple Grove's done a really good job of both of those.
Brandt will hand off. Looking back to Click. Couple dribbles and then back into the hands of Veronic. Boy, they are going to miss her leadership next year, though.
Yep. You see Maple Grove trying to run some clock here, trying to spread the defense out.
And a foul out high. Kershaw.
Oh, they're going to be shooting 2 here the rest of the way. It's a double bonus.
10th team foul. Look, first time to the free throw line here in the second half. 5 out of 7 in the first half. Got a dozen points. Clay Sink back into the lineup for the Pirates. And Quick knocks down both.
Yeah, she took her time there. The 2 she missed in the first half looked like she rushed it. Remember, she got fouled on that 3-point play. That time she took her time, got her legs in, and nothing but the bottom of the net.
Sing for 3. She's knocked down 3 of those tonight.
Got a beautiful looking shot. Takes a little more time to get it going, but if she's open, she's going to knock that shot down.
Veronic a little bit out of control and threw it behind Gordon and out of bounds.
You see Coach Cook just saying, slow down, relax a little bit. We don't need to force anything right now. Up 20. If the drive is there, absolutely you take it, but they're going to spread Park Center out, try to take some time off the clock, force them to have to come out and guard them.
And over and back on Park Center.
It's always a tough call for the referee because you don't know if it was maybe tipped a little bit, but I think that was the right call.
Maple Grove's led all the way here. They're up 17 at halftime and they were really threatened here in the second half.
Well, the two keys tonight, John, really Maple Grove getting off to that great start offensively, and then second half they scored the first 2 possessions off of turnovers and, kind of set the tone early. Oh, great job, great use of the body, good strength there by Gordon.
Gets to the hoop and scores.
That's why you spread them out, get some dribble penetration, and she kind of just double pumped just a little bit to kind of get the timing off. And
that was on Seydoux, her 4th.
We've seen Seydoux dominate games just defensively alone, and Maple Grove's done a nice job of kind of taking her out of the game defensively.
14 points now for Ari Gordon.
What do we have? Do we have 4 players in double figures? 4 or 5 already?
Yeah, for Maple Grove, 4.
Wow.
Sabrina, Click, Brandt, and Gordon. And Odie has 9. For Park Center, it's been Mckenzie with 24. Sink, their second leading scorer, at 9. .35 to go. Ryan, I was thinking before the game tonight, 52 weeks ago, this last week, you and I and Jay and Allie were all at the state girls basketball tournament. You and I did a Hopkins girls game against Cambridge, and you and Jay did
Park Center,
Stillwater
right
against Park Center. And, and I talked to Allie the next night of the semifinals. There weren't as many people there in the building. She was working for Channel 45. And we didn't know at that time. That was the last night of the season. We never got to play again, and we didn't have another sporting event on CCX till fall when soccer season started up. And in some ways, it feels like 10 years, and in some ways, it feels like just yesterday.
Just a scary time, right?
Yeah,
to not know what was coming and what was happening, and also a sad time for last year's seniors that didn't get to go out the way they wanted to. Win or lose, at least they controlled it via playing, didn't get that opportunity. And certainly this country, athletes, schools, everyone's been through so much this year. And again, it's not perfect right now. We still have teams that have to take a pause every once in a while, but at least the majority of these kids are getting a chance to compete and play.
Atlantis Brown is number 30, pass underneath, and there's 2.
Yeah, kind of a dangerous pass there, but it thread the needle just perfectly, and it led to an easy layup.
Helen Ben with her second basket here in the second half. Delaney Seward, number 22, into the lineup now for Maple Grove. We'll run some more clock here. Click back to Baranek.
Well, and Click also seems like that other ball handler that seems confident and kind of calm and makes the right play the majority of the time.
Foul on the floor on Sink.
Well, she's got that great height, too, for a guard at 5'11".
Click, yeah.
Yep.
15 points now for Kennedy. Benra Ben now, number 33, into the lineup. Second one short. On the floor, Seward getting the tie up with Lloyd. Odie back in for the Crimson.
That's what's so great about high school basketball, John, is minute 20 left, 23-point game. You still have girls diving on the floor for loose balls. You just love the passion and the effort, really, by both sides.
Last shot going up, missed by Brown. Long lead pass ahead, and Seward scores. That was a terrific pass.
Yeah, was that Overski that made that pass? I believe so. She got that rebound and had her head up right from the start. Beautiful pass.
Turnover. Stern almost turned it over herself. Gets it to Odie. And into the front court. It's double teamed. Tie up by Helen Ben. And it's Park Center basketball. Lloyd back out high to Brown. Chapman trying to set a screen. Then they get a steal.
Good luck.
And had to Stern Overski another assist.
Yeah, Overski's been great. Stern's been great tonight. Really just up and down the board for the Crimson. And there's that length, getting another deflection, leading to a pretty easy layup. Yeah, I think if you would have told Coach Cook before the game you're going to put up 82 points tonight, he'd feel pretty good about his team's chances, and sure enough.
Brown scoring the final points of tonight as Maple Grove convincing win tonight here at Park Center, 82-57 for their 15th win of the season.
Yeah, you couldn't really ask for a better performance if you're Coach Cook. Everyone came out, they were sharp, defensively sharp, great balance, good energy, good effort. Really had an all-around game from top to bottom of the roster too.
So they go to 15-2 on the season, 15-2 in the conference, with Elk River coming up at home on Thursday night to close out the regular season. Park Center now 9-7, 8-7 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Games later this week with Champlin Park and Armstrong. So they've got 2 more home games left. Maple Grove with that final home game on Thursday. Allie Mosley standing by with one of our players of the game for the Crimson.
Yeah, guys, I've got Izzy Brandt here. Izzy, from the very first, the coach is happy about her performance. From the very first points of the game, it was all Crimson. You ladies took off. How were you guys able to be so dominant in this game?
We were just really focused on defense first and locking down. We knew what we had to do, just defensive first, and then the offense came off of that and just moving the ball. And yeah.
You guys talk about that defense, because last time you guys played Park Center, you only won by 12 points. When I say only, but 12 points. But you had Jordan Lamker in that game, and she put up 23. So one might think this might be a little closer game tonight, but it wasn't even close. What was working so well defensively for you guys?
I mean, we just knew we all had to dig in and talk and communicate with each other, and we really did that for each other, and it worked out for us.
You guys scored the most points you have all season tonight. What was making your offense just so hot, on fire?
Definitely the defense, and then just moving the ball and getting everyone involved. We really do best when we move the ball and get everyone involved.
What does a win like this do for your team as you guys enter the final regular season game playing who else but Elk River, undefeated? You guys have lost to them once, but a big win like this has to be a confidence boost.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely boosted our confidence, and going forward, we just know what we have to do to progress and get better.
It was great to see you guys evolve from a game we covered earlier this season. Great job tonight, Izzy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Izzy Brandt. Thanks, Allie Mosley. 15 points tonight for Izzy Brandt, 15 for Kennedy Click, 15 for Ari Gordon.
That's what you call balance, JJ.
Absolutely. 24 for Adalia Mckenzie. And maybe that'll be the last TV game we see her, but that's a heck of a career. We've watched her play, and this Maple Grove team, as we talked about, really playing well right now. This is a quality win for them.
Yeah, good confidence boost as they head into that finale there with Elk River, too.
That will do it for our telecast tonight. For Ryan Iverson, Allie Mosley, and all of our great crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks so much for watching. Final score once again from Park Center. Maple Grove 82, Park Center 57.